when you talk about just early parties, young parties, you can go from Mojo all the way to King Edward J. And then you move forward to Sharon Showcase. Who could forget about Sharon Showcase?
Yeah, that was the fourth club.
Right. and I did a TV show where we bounced around, teen show called Atlanta Jams. And there's a lot of artists that used to come dance there, and a lot of Magic City dancers too as well used to. Were young ones that
Don't
moved
look at
on
me,
up
Jared.
to
Don't look at
the
me.
big lights.
Well.
But the thing is Atlanta Jams, I mean, kids, I mean, that opened up a lot for when we talk about Atlanta radio. It was the first time where someone like me could actually be seen, because every time someone heard me on V103, they thought I was dark-skinned and 6'2".
Right.
And they saw this shorter, light-skinned guy. That's not him. But when we did Atlanta Jams, and that now I have a lot of I grew in a white audience, so now they can see me on. Back then it was Fox 36, and it would show every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And so, you know, you got I remember Farnsworth Bentley. He's dancing on "I Like the Way You Move" on, you know, Outkast song, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Jerry, we were there every week with you." So that TV show, when we're talking about the teen and young end movement, was a lot. We'll get into branching off the Club Excess and doing all that a little later down the line. Club Illusions, yeah.
And I think during the 80s was the sounds more bass music, because that's what I grew up on. I grew up on a lot of heavy bass music, dancing music, also R&B. Like that was pretty much what we would hear on the radio. We would hear R&B on the radio. You would have to go to Screaming Wheels or Jelly Beans to hear the bass music.
Well, you're right. When we're talking about before Snap, and we'll talk about that Snap and Crunk and all that, it was bass music. And I had a show on Hot 97.5 called the Hot Car Phone Check-In, and
Yeah, that was yours.
and so that hot phone check-in, hot car phone check-in, all of that was catered towards bass music. So me and Jelly and I were on at 5 o'clock, and it was a chance for me to let the city see, because there are a lot of out-of-towners were moving here, and to see what this bass game was all about. So I would put people on it. You know, back then, if you had a cell phone, you were cool. So I would put people, they called me up on their cell phones and give shout outs. So it's making the community and the listeners stars. That's what it was all about. And DJ Jelly was a part of Big Oomp Camp, so he already was locked in on the bass movement. But Jelly used to get carried away with Big Oomp records sometimes. I had to sit him down. Hey, bro, they listen to more than just Big Oomp. We riding with some players, you know. And so, but bass music, yeah, and we look at the birth of Yeekin, and whoop, there it is, and you know the memories go on.